Welcome to the Big Biz Show, featuring insight, analysis, and a lot of stuff that's none of your business.
Hold on. This is the Big Biz Show. I think it is their business.
Making the markets work for you. Here's the man with the plan, Sully.
Hey there, live from the Loft 100 studios in sunny San Diego, California. 110 million TV homes strong, 150 radio stations in 175 countries. Thanks to Biz Television Network, American Life Network, Bloomberg Financiero. That's 15 million homes. And they're rabid U.S. investors that are watching this program. Let's not forget iHeartRadio, Biz Talk Radio Network, and of course, Armed Forces Radio Network in 175 countries and all the ships at sea. God bless our military men and women serving our country overseas and underway. Big Biz Show is on the air. Sully here, Costa there, our executive producer Greg Todoroff over here, and the DTT go! Oof, that was a little smooth. One of our favorite things to do in this program, we interview authors and celebrities and captains of industry, as well as publicly traded and privately held companies. We get email from you to our executive producer, Greg Todoroff, some of which is so we can't show on TV. Some of which, do you get, are they all credible emails?
No, I get a lot of like, what's Mike wearing?
Yeah, right, I know. We get told about companies all the time, and authors and celebrities and everything else. Najeeb Ghauri, if I'm not mistaken, is founder, chairman, and CEO of a company called NETSOL Technologies, the greatest stock symbol on the planet, NTWK. How do you like that? Right? Their website is netsoltech.com, and he joins us. We're so important, and Greg's so important. He's right here in studio. Good to see you, man. How are you?
Thank you for having me, sir.
Come on.
I really appreciate to be here.
You guys are in the leasing software market.
Sure.
For those, we've got very sophisticated investors watching this program. We've got folks that are just getting in the market. Explain the market to us, first of all. What is the leasing software, or software leasing market, or whatever it's called?
Sure. Thank you again. So I'll just focus on North America.
Okay.
North America, as of today, is the leasing and finance market is about $2.5 trillion as of today.
$1 trillion
America.
in the leasing software business.
That's about $50-60 billion. It's a very niche, It's not everybody's.
I'll take that niche any day of the week. Because if you capture this much of that market.
And that market is, according to the CAGR, 4.5% growth will go to 2028 to almost $3 trillion.
How does it work? How does the leasing software market actually work?
Okay, so we represent blue chip customers like, let's say, Mercedes-Benz or BMW.
Okay.
They are dependent on our technology to run their portfolio of leasing finance business. So each auto manufacturer has to have either in-house captive finance company like GMAC, for example, or Ford Motor Credit Corporation. They depend on us.
So when we're in the finance office and they're saying purchase or lease, there is a cloud up there that you're managing that allows them to not only offer whatever terms, but be compliant with every single DMV, every single government agency, every single banking agency, every single FINRA, SEC, whatever. That's the secret sauce there, right? Because they have a user-friendly portal that you guys are operating.
Sure. What we do is, when we sell our system to a OEM/finance companies, they are using our system across 3 different, like front, middle to back end. And the system is basically running their hundreds of billions of dollars of portfolios in their respective market or world, So what we do is, let's take an example. I'm a car buyer, right?
Yeah.
And olden days, you remember, 10 years ago, you would have spent half a day in a finance manager's office, right? First, you spend a few hours picking the car because they pick the car for you. They pick the car for you, right? They'll take the car they want to sell. Right now, the whole innovation has changed, the technological breakthrough. So I could go to, with an iPhone, right? I can navigate what I want to buy, right? Make my own preferences. I can, in second, decide exactly my choices of car, color, and then I know which dealership will have the car available, and then I can decide financing options, right? Leasing, finance, or cash, obviously. It's such a robust, amazing platform that we're doing so well in markets like China is our biggest market, the US is our growing market, and Europe is our mature market.
So let's talk about just the US for a second, because this is called, folks, the software as a service market. Am I correct in that?
Sure.
Okay. So talk about in US, and you talked about how large it was. Talk about the expansion side of it though too, because there is expansion into US software as a service market that you guys can facilitate, correct?
Yes.
Talk about that piece of it.
We have pivoted from license model for 25 plus years. We've been doing license sales, and we've done very well. We generated over $1 billion in license business for the last 20 years. So now SaaS is a pivot. 3-4 years ago, transformation is so fast on cloud. SaaS is important because it gives opportunity for anyone to buy our system, monthly subscription fees and.
Well, so let me stop you there. So your model is, I'm going to sell you the system, and you're going to pay a subscription fee, and we're going to service you.
Sure.
Do you get a transaction fee, or is that basically a straightforward model of buy the system, do subscription fees, and then any add-ons you can put on?
No, add-on too, of course. The companies do add features as they grow.
Sure.
So we have a monthly fees. Let's say I give you example of ABC company. I'm not going to name the company because it's not. So they will sign up with us, and in US, to give you the best example, Mini Anywhere, which is the part of BMW, is our
Mini Cooper,
customers.
right?
We already publicly announced, so I can talk about it.
Yeah.
They have 110 dealerships in North America, especially the US. We got 70 of them, right?
No kidding.
Yeah, and it's growing. So that what it does is, you can be sitting in your home, you don't want to go out, you're lazy, you just don't want to go out and waste time. Just go into that app, and it'll lead you to the BMW dealership, and you can process to lease a car, buy the car, finances, easy, then the car will be delivered to your home.
Wow. Mike, I got a lead for you. Mike has a Mike's used Saturn Emporium.
I do.
Dealership. Come on down. His name is Najeeb Ghauri. His founder, chairman, and CEO of a company called NETSOL Technologies, stock symbol NTWK. Talk to us about, you brought up China and you brought up Europe. Talk to us about your leadership there, because I understand you guys are basically the company there.
Yeah, well, being a founder, I think we are very strong in China. We have the majority leadership in this space.
How difficult is it to do business there with boots on the ground in China?
It started pretty tough in 2005. Now
right now the economy in China is a rough one.
Well, no, I think for us is actually, I don't want to say things which are forward looking, but I think we have 100 plus employees in Beijing and Guangzhou.
Alone?
Yeah, it's in that market to serve our 30 plus customers, all multinational, like all the global customers. And then we now also focusing on the local Chinese market. There is a market out there. We have 60% of Chinese employees, great leaders there. Amanda Lee, she's the president. And so we are very settled in that market, and now it's all the growth side,
the way what I love about your business model, and I've spoken to your market makers, and I've spoken to market participants, and I've taken a deep dive in it. I love how you approach your business as a new CEO would approach an acquisition, because the first thing a new CEO does is he cuts expenses, and talks to his best customers. That's kind of how you operate.
Well, Sully, the thing is, when you're a small company, look, we're a small company, we don't compare ourselves, but in our space, we are one of the leading companies.
Right.
Okay. The biggest player is FIS. We are somewhere in between in terms of our market position. What we do is a constant re-engineering the company, because when you're a small company, you don't have 20 different layers of decision making. My CFO, my close team will decide what is best for the company, ongoing basis. There is a monthly or quarterly or yearly. But what really is in front of us is the US market, the North American market.
That's
we now just started to build this market. We started this company back in Thailand, the first customer 25 years ago. Then we moved to 12 markets in Asia Pacific and then to Europe. In the US, we just setting an office in Austin, Texas. My office in LA, the corporate office, but now we're setting up a base in Austin.
Well, if you're in LA, that means you can come down more. You can be on the show more. Yeah. I got a question for you before you get out of here today. In as much as you can talk about as a publicly traded company, what are you looking most forward to for NTWK for the next year and 18 months?
I think we're at the cusp of takeoff. We have seen tough 2-3 years, but it gave us opportunity to really transform. with new technologies, SaaS, on-cloud solution, and powered by AI digital platform. So company has a lot of offerings. There's M&A activities going on in the U.S. We're talking to a lot of bankers.
We need a whole show on this.
Yeah, because you think about gas power, you think about electric, maybe flying cars in 10 years. you guys are going to be in there.
Yeah, you don't want to buy that. You want to lease that.
Right. Yeah.
But see, the EV cars are really the sweet spot for the young generation, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because it's easy to buy.
Sure.
You pick and choose, and you can use it and then give it back. No obligation.
Najeeb, you're making it easier to buy. that needs to be your pitch. Najeeb,
I don't work for Tesla, though.
I know, so. Najeeb Ghauri is his name. He is the chairman and CEO of a company called NETSOL, N-E-T-S-O-L, NETSOL Technologies Incorporated, best stock symbol on the planet, NTWK. Adapt to your business and grow with the future. Najeeb, want to have you come back. Appreciate you coming on.
Thank you very much.
Coming up, stand by.